3 smart home tablet type touchscreen type devices. 3 will enter. Only 1 will leave. Which one survives? Smart tablet. Keep on watching more to find out. All right, we have the Amazon Alexa Show 15. It's huge. We have the Google Nest Home Hub, the small one, obviously. And we have the Skylight Calendar, not the Skylight frame. They are 3 unique smart screens that you can put in your home. They are not the only 3, but they're probably the 3 best. But which one is right for you? Now, they all have some pros and cons, and which one's the best? I'll give you the TLDR, the too long didn't read. It all depends. What are you looking for on a smart device? Well, first, let's talk about price. The Google Nest Home Hub is $99. The Skylight frame is about $150. And the Amazon Alexa Show 15 is $250. They're all very different in what they do. And so, whoops, I'm probably gonna set them all off at some point during this interview, during this whole review, because I will try not to say the words. I'll use the A word for the A word, the G word for the G word, and we'll see how that all works out, okay? All right, so let's start with the easiest one to tell you what it's the best for first. The Skylight frame, this bad boy, is almost the cheapest. It's about $150. I'll put a link to where you can save a couple bucks with our promo code in the comments below. But if you just want something that does a calendar and does it really well, this is a great option. Now the touchscreen is, it's just not going to be as good as some of these other touchscreens. You can see here, it's not as fast. Basically an Android tablet. Basically all 3 of these are Android tablets. Pretty under speed tablet, but that's okay because you don't need it to display a calendar. This also will display a picture frame. Just like the original Skylight frame, we gave it to our parents as a great Christmas present. We send them pictures of the kids all the time. This is a great product if all you want to do is do calendar and send a couple of photos to it. Connects to Wi-Fi. Automatically, it shows up right on your calendar that you put on the calendar. You can actually add it as an invite on certain calendar invites. You can sync a whole calendar. There's a whole bunch of different options. I'll put a full link to that review here, and I'll put a link down below. But if you just want something that is a great calendar, gives you several options to look at the day, the week, the month, your schedule, check this out. It's a great deal. It works well for calendar. It works pretty good for photos, but there's actually a better option, we think, in general, if you want photos from home. So that brings us to the G word, Nest Home Hub. This is $99. It displays some of your most relevant information right off the bat. But we love using this with Google Photos because it shows us pictures of our kids and the best pictures of us automatically. We use Google Photos all the time. It automatically syncs with the Home Hub and shows up. We actually just use it mostly for this to tell us what's going on. And if you ask it, we use it like an A word to see what the weather's gonna be. We use it to turn on and off things. We have a whole home routine at the end of the night that turns off all of our lights, arms our security system, and even turns off our TV, which is perfect. That's what we use this device for the most. We wish it had a little bit better of a display to show you what exactly was happening at just looking at it. You do have to go a couple levels deep. You know, we have seen sometimes that you get notifications about what's coming up next. But frankly, to have to touch a button or to ask something to see what's going on that day, we don't like to do that. We wish it would just show us like this one, like, hey, here's what's going on today. That's what this is good for, is the pictures. This one is the best for your calendar. We have this sitting in our kitchen right in front of our A word, our regular one, that we still use our A word to ask, what's the weather, turn on things, play some music, stuff like that. But this just shows our calendar, and we usually just show it as a schedule or as the week view so we can see what's going on. We have it synced with TripIt, so we can see our flights. We're actually going to Disneyland here in a week or so, which is awesome. We're excited about that. But this is mostly used for photos, mostly used to run some routines at night to tell it to go to sleep, arm our security system. And then there is the giantly massive, humongous, way big, if that is a technical term, Amazon Echo Show 15. This is a 15.6 inch screen, and it will do everything. It can do everything from Alexa, play CNN.
CNN continue.
To Alexa, what should I eat today?
Here are some ideas for what to eat.
Of course, it wants me to get some Blue Apron meal kits. Gives me a recipe that we can do here.
Since this is the first time I've walked you through a recipe, let me give you a few tips for navigating. I'll read the directions one step at a time. At any time, you can ask me to move to the next step, to repeat a step, or to go to a particular step. You can also ask me for the ingredients list. Let's get going. Step 1. Prepare your white rice according to the
Alexa, home. Alexa, stop. Honestly, I think this A word, of all the different A words, is the most refined, the best that we've seen in terms of understanding exactly what to do, exactly how you ask it questions. It has the weather, it has smart home features, it has your deliveries, it has this scrolling screen, which I don't care for. It can show you things like your front porch, like Alexa, show me patio.
Okay.
Opens up the Nest device. Obviously the same thing can happen on here. It will show you those cameras as well too. But this really does everything you could possibly want it to do. But the only thing we don't like about it, besides the price, is that it's always doing something. It was our biggest complaint with the Echo shows that we tried out in the past. Like this shows us some nice pictures of our kids. It rotates every couple minutes, which is totally fine. This is gonna show me picture in picture here as soon as that syncs up there. But this just does almost too much. Like I don't want my house looking like a ticker tape parade for CNN or something else. Granted, this is cool. If you are a technophile family, I'm the only techie one in the whole bunch. Everyone else in my family hates technology. This is not gonna stay here. It's just not. It's really well made. I'm incredibly impressed with how good of a job it is, how good the software is, how nice this looks. I mean, look, even here, has a little thing to turn off the camera. You can drop in at any time. They also designed this with a wall mount, so it can mount on the wall. They did a really good job with showing that. I'm having to show you just seeing it, but this is a wall mount that can go over a plug actually, which is brilliant. Another really small thing that I don't like about the A-Word show is that it just does a lot, but it doesn't have a stand. I'm just having the stand up here on its side. These all have stands that come with it. This one's actually designed to be used as a stand. I don't like the size of this one as much. This is a really good size. I haven't tried out the bigger Google Nest Home Hub, but if you want something that does everything, then check this out. You can add your photos to here. It doesn't sync very well with Google Photos. This obviously does, is what we use for all of our photos, even though we're primarily an Apple family. And if you just want something that does a great job with the calendar and shows a couple pictures, then check out the Skylight Calendar frame. Honestly, you can't go wrong with any one of these. This device is to get you into the Google Home system in general. That's what they're trying to do on this and get you in their ecosystem. That's why it's $99. This is really for the technophile that wants to be able to basically run the world from their smart screen that's hanging in their wall, which is fine. There's once again nothing wrong with this. I just don't like all the stuff going on, all the suggestions. They're trying to get you to use it more. I understand that. But this is probably the one that's gonna stay. We still have this actually in my office. Why the heck is it doing this? Alexa, stop. I have no idea why. I don't know if I touched something or whatever. That's super funny. And I just don't need this to do something like that all the time. If you have home automation that needs to depend on a screen, you haven't done a very good job by definition automating your home. So if you just want something that keeps track of your schedule, check out the Skylight Calendar. If you want something that does a little bit of everything, doesn't do it all great or amazing, but mostly is focused on pictures and you use Google Photos, then check out this. It's also cool. My daughter loves to just kind of scroll through different photos, and frankly we do too. We're just like, oh man, I can't believe our kids were so small at that point. And it updates automatically, which is the coolest thing. The Skylight frame you can add photos to, but it does not update automatically. And if you want something that does everything, that needs some configuration, you can get this thing to customize with some different widgets. And I don't like that. I can turn that off if I want to. No, I don't want to add that again. If I want to look at, let's see what else I can add on here. Order suggestions. What to eat, I can add that on here. You can really customize this to probably be pretty close to what exactly you want. I don't want this on here, that drives me crazy. But this is I'm super impressed. I'm actually more impressed with this than I was the Omnifire TV, which we just reviewed. This works really well, sounds really good. But if you have any questions or comments in the battle of the smart screens for your home, please let us know in the comments below. And we hope to see you again real soon.